Hi guys, today I will show you how to adjust the handbrake on E31 in case you replace the brake shoes or some other reason you need to adjust the handbrake. So first of all, raise your car, leave it on jack stands, release the wheel and take the wheel off. When you have the wheel off, you grab yourself a 15mm spanner and release these two bolts, one here and one down there, to take the caliper off when the caliper comes off. Yeah, as you can see, I removed the caliper and left it over here. I don't normally leave it hanging on a hose, just support it somewhere so it stays there. And the next thing is, have a 5mm Allen key, remove that one, and then the whole brake disc will come off. Yeah, the Allen key is removed, so now I slide off the brake disc. And that's it, we have an access to the handbrake. Here on the top, you have a brake shoe adjusting screw. Turn it one or the other way, it will make the brake shoes go out or in. On the bottom is the mechanism which expands the brake shoes once you pull the handbrake lever. Next thing is, you open the handbrake lever cover and you need to release these two tightening screws. So make sure they are completely loose and that the handbrake is not tight. So release these fully, set the handbrake down, and then we'll go and see what we can do there. You do the same on the other side. Take the wheel off, take the brake caliper off, and the brake disc off. The wheels off. And exactly the same system on the other side. Same adjusting screw to adjust the brake shoes to go out or in. Make sure that the bottom one is fully released and that the handbrake cable is off. And now we will do the adjustment of the brake shoes, turning the upper adjusting screw little by little, putting on the brake disc, turning and sort of feeling that it starts to catch. And once it does, we will release it slightly, put the brake disc on, make sure it's fine, it's not scratching. This will allow us and give us the opportunity to adjust the brake pads right in the center so they will touch the full surface. Not that they are slightly off adjusted and it will only grip with the half brake shoe, and this will allow us to use the brakes fully. Some cars do have a feature where you can adjust the handbrake without removing the brake disc. So for those purposes, they do have an opening. It seems like here is one as well, but there is no hole going through. So obviously those cars who have this opening, it's just straightforward. You align it with the adjusting screw, and with the screwdriver through the opening, you make the adjustment. And while turning the disc and checking if it starts locking up a bit. So that's way easier than to do it here. Here every time you had to take it off and put it back on to find the correct adjustment. So let's just use a normal screwdriver to turn it a couple of turns, sort of open it up. So this opens up the brake pads like that. Now it's too tight. Now we have to release it. When you adjusted the brake shoes, go to the handbrake and pick up the slack on the handbrake cables. Now you need to go and pull the handbrake 2 clicks and come back and check if it starts to catch already. You can feel the little resistance already. This means that the brake pads start to catch already. Now go back and do a few more clicks just to see if it locks up. Yeah, they stay quite strong already. Then go and release the handbrake and test if the brake pads are released. Yeah, that looks good. Let's lift up the handbrake for 2 clicks. Just to test it one more time. Yeah, that looks good. You can feel the resistance and the handbrake is adjusted well. Let's box it up. If you have disconnected while working, if you disconnected the brake pad wear sensor, don't forget to put it back. Yeah, don't forget to tie these 2 nuts very tight. And same thing on the left side. I have pre-adjusted the brake pads already, and let's put everything back and test. Let's put the caliper back. Do the same 2 clicks on the handbrake and test it with the wheel on. Yes, you can feel the resistance. It looks very good. Release the handbrake and test it for free spinning, that it's not catching up. Put the wheel on the right side, do the same tests, and you're ready to go. When you have done all the adjustment down there on the brake shoes, remember that the final adjustment is going to be done on a brake stand, and by adjusting these 2 brake lines, just release or tight one or the other side, depends which one's weaker or brakes more.